Coach, Greg?
So, Gabe, I'm sure we'll get into a lot of other stuff in your background, but let's just start with your safeties. Give us an overview of what you've seen with them.
Improvement. Every practice, that's what we're looking for. If you have a bad day, try not to repeat the same mistake again, right? I think they're learning our defense. Some of the guys weren't here in the spring, so this is kind of their first time getting into it with live action. But as a group, they're doing a really good job, working hard and trying to get better.
What Zach Alley's defense asks of them, is that a lot different than a typical safety would be asked, or defense type of deal?
I think the safeties in most defenses are kind of the quarterbacks back there. I think that they do a great job communicating and making sure the defensive backs are all on the same page. That's the main thing.
Coach talked a little bit about Fred Perry. What do you make of Fred Perry? What kind of player is he to you from what you've seen of him?
I'm not his position coach, but
Right.
I think he's a heck of a player. He brings energy. He's been around for a while in this defense, and so just seeing him getting better every day and kind of leading the pack back there is pretty cool.
So is his nickel?
He's a nickel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that position? West Virginia actually sort of used one similar in the past, but is that unique in today's football world? When did that sort of become in vogue?
Oh, wow. Years. That's kind of a linebacker-ish position / DB. You have to have a kind of a knack to blitz sometimes, be able to cover man-to-man. So I think probably 10, 15 years ago, a lot of people started using the nickel. Yeah. NFL guys are more like corners. But in college, it's mostly like a linebacker / DB.
It used to be a substitution package.
Yes.
At least in my
like a third down guy.
Now it's almost full time.
Yeah. Today's game's spread out, right? So you got to have a guy in space who can blitz, who can cover, and all that. Yeah.
But then you're not involved in any way, even though he's kind of in that.
Well, we're all coaching. Me and Coach Weinrich and Coach Rod West. So we're all kind of at the back end, but that's Coach Henry's guy. So, yeah.
I assume that you would have more involvement, I guess,
No.
than you do. Okay, gotcha.
So can you talk just a little bit about adjusting to WVU, like what that's been like for you coaching here?
Oh, it's been great. This place is special, man. You can tell the people here really care about the program. Similar to where I was at before at Boise, same kind of culture. They love football here, and I think this program is a really good program, and it's gonna take off under Coach Rod.
So do you have two safety positions?
Yes, a boundary safety and a field safety. Yes, sir.
So can you just kind of talk about the differences, like skills for one versus the other?
Yeah. So the boundary is more of a linebacker-ish too. You got to fit the gaps a little bit more, be involved in the run game a little bit more. Also cover as well to the boundary, less space, right? And then the field safety is more involved in coverage. He'll fit here and there in the box, but mainly kind of communicating in the back end, making sure everyone's lined up and covering the slots.
Do you have guys play both, or?
It's hard sometimes, especially with tempo, right? Yeah, you got to make sure they know what they're doing, so we kind of make one or two guys learn both, but mainly they're kind of boundary or field.
Sounds like there's a little bit more relationship between the boundary corner and the nickel, that in terms of maybe one could play the other. Is that the case, or is that more difficult because you're going to a different position coach, might be working with a different group during individual practice?
Yeah, I mean, opposite sides of the field, okay, nickels to the field, boundaries to the boundary. So similar aspects in terms of like in the run game, but coverage-wise, totally different. Got more space out there in the field. But with our defense, those guys who we asked to do both, they're the smartest guys on our back end who can kind of help us out there. If somebody goes down, they'll be able to play both.
Is part of that a thing that goes into where you might initially put someone, hey, who's got better coverage skills, okay, we got to put them on the field side, versus guys that might be a little bit stronger against the run on the boundary?
Yeah, we hope the boundary guy can do both. That's the goal, right? But initially we'll see what they can do, and then put them where they need to be in terms of their physical aspects. Yeah.
Historically, West Virginia has some pretty nasty, hard-hitting safeties.
Oh yeah.
You're pretty soft-spoken. Sounds like it.
I'm not soft-spoken.
You changed.
If I
you
was,
changed on the
Just
court,
now.
on the field.
I'm sorry.
You changed the personality?
Yes, that's why my voice is gone. I'm cool. I'm cool and collective off the field. When I get on that field, I'm a different person. So yeah, I'm intense on the field.
How do you bring that kind of persona out of safeties?
Oh, it's just every day. Like when you hit that field, it's work. And I tell guys all the time, we're not walking on the field, we're sprinting or we're jogging on the field. So it's a mentality. You got to have it every day. And once you hit that field, you got to turn that switch. And a lot of guys can do it, some guys can't, but you got to get them to do it every day.
Are they different than other defensive backs and cornerbacks and that in the mentality?
You have to be. I mean, we want everybody to have that mentality on a team, but we got to be tough-nosed guys because we're going to come down and smack you.
So I guess it was pretty easy for you to fit into the whole hard edge, intense culture that Rich Rod brings.
I love it, man. It's life-changing. Once you buy into it, everything you do is hard work. It's great to see the guys buying into it now. It's going to carry over to life. So you come work every day, work your butt off, and you get rewarded for it.
What did you know about Rich Rod and Hard Edge before coming aboard? Because unlike a lot of other members of the staff now, you didn't previously work with
Yeah. So me and Zach kept in touch over the years. He was trying to hire me every time he went somewhere, and I wasn't ready to come back yet. And he asked me to come with Coach Rod here, and he told me it's going to be intense. You ready to go? I was like, yeah, let's do it. A lot of great things about Coach Rod. You get what you get, and I love it, man. You know what you're going to get from Coach Rod. Intensity.
Was that first meeting with Coach Rod like what you expected?
Yeah, I mean, great guy. And he's going to tell you how he feels, and you're going to say, yeah, let's go. So it's fun.
The safeties did play here last year.
Yes.
Arnaud, Jennings, who am I missing? But anyways, what have you seen from them?
They're improving every day. They're buying in to the new staff. I know Tarney was with Coach Rod at Jacksonville State, so he kind of knew what to expect there. But they're bought in 100%, and they're working hard.
Jennings and Boyce are the others.
Boyce was already here.
Yeah.
We've always seen the guys who were already here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
okay.
what are you seeing now?
Oh yeah, those kids were great, man. They worked their butts off. It's cool to see them bought in the spring when we first got here. There were two kids that we said, all right, yeah, they're gonna stay here and work hard for us.
Zay a nickel?
He's a nickel, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep.
How many players are in your room, I guess?
I got 9 in my room. Yeah.
And they don't like flip-flop, like
Depending on
they're
the-
your guys only?
Yeah, we do a lot of different things. So we kind of flip, but we all try to get the main guys with us every day. Yeah.
Gabe, can you just kind of explain what you were up to the past few years? Seems like you had some different pursuits. Like you said, you weren't ready to come back. You were working on something, I guess.
Yeah, I had a lot going on. After COVID, I took a little break after I got done with Boise. Moved to Dallas, and had family out there. Took a year off. My youngest daughter was born that year, and so I kind of spent the time to raise her a little bit, being a stay-at-home dad. It was kind of cool for the first time, seeing how my wife was dealing with it for the last 15 years as I was a coach. So it was eye-opening there. And then I worked on my master's as well. I got my MBA during that time. And then I decided to get back into to coaching, teaching. Taught at Timberview High School in Texas. This past year I was there. That's when I got the call from Zach. So kind of got back into football this past year. But I was coaching my kids those last few years, which was fun.
There are people that might look negatively on John Gap, and I see it as a good thing a lot of the time. Is it refreshing for you to get away from the sport for a little bit?
You get a better perspective on life, what's important, and you gotta get grounded a little bit, right? And come back with some new ideas, refresh. It was a great time for me to get mentally ready and get back to coaching. So I brought back some new ideas, new techniques. I wasn't out of football. I was always watching and studying. And obviously, I was coaching high school ball, which you have to go back to the basics when you get to high school, right? So it was fun doing that, and obviously teaching too. I was teaching business at Timberview High School, so I wasn't off. I was still teaching, and I'm doing what I love to do.
Were you always planning at some point to get back into it, or could you have been persuaded to be done with coaching?
It had to be the right place and the right time, and this was it. Yep.
So when Zach would call, would you just be like, not yet, or not quite, it doesn't feel right?
It was timing, really, right? It was timing.
Oklahoma, that's a good job.
Yeah, but we talked about it. But the main thing was it had to be perfect timing, and it was, and the right coach, the head coach to lead it, and I knew great things about Coach Rod, and so I just said yes to this one.
City environment, Morgantown, Boise, sort of similar? No blue turf here.
No blue turf, yeah. This is more of a college town, and I love it. You can feel it already. The spring, it was cool to see the students around. Boise's a capital, obviously, of Idaho. So similar. I mean, the love for the program is the same. I think it's gonna be more intense when I get in this stadium, first game of the season. But I think this is similar in terms of the love for the program. Yeah.
After you took a couple years off, are there nerves that first day of practice?
Sorry.
Just after you took a couple years off, were there nerves the first?
It's not at all, man. You fall right into it, man. When you're a coach at heart, you're a coach at heart, and it's like getting back to it, man. It was fun.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach.
All right, appreciate it.